We are here in your house sports after dark.
After dark. Your boy Vassos.
Fat Sam's not with us tonight. He was over there documenting Jameis Winston signing with the Cleveland Browns, and he encouraged Jameis to wear that long brown trench coat.
He's lucky he wasn't in Colorado or near a school zone, because then he might have been investigated for being a school shooter.
Oh, yeah, right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
So
they would have heard him coming a mile away. So between that and Jameis spitting all over the place, I don't think he would have got very close.
Yeah, he would have been tracked down quickly.
Yeah.
Almost
also
be there. I was going to be a storm chaser just like 10 minutes ago.
I thought about that too. I saw how wild it got out there.
Yeah.
I guess somebody busted God's bracket too, so he's a little pissed off at.
He's pissed off, buddy.
He's like, these motherfuckers! I swear to God.
So I swear to me.
Yeah. He's like, God damn it. He's like, I swear to God. Whoop, my bad. Repeat. Yeah, it's crazy how today's turned out.
Yeah, I look short.
Is your camera positioned down?
Yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm ducking.
Well, I think Kevin Nash used your camera last, so
yeah. Since we're, he's since squatting is popular right now, he's squatted into my Cliff Kingsbury personal handed this house to me.
Yeah,
and Nash came and just squatted one day. He literally took a shit, and now he's squatted in the house, and he's here, so he's not in right now.
Yeah, he's probably working out.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Probably.
Well, appreciate all half of y'all that's joined us tonight, and anyone that's going to catch this on the live, on the sports page later on in your house. Sports.
So, just breaking news: Fat Sam apparently landed an interview for the Otani job, the Otani interpreter.
I forgot that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he said he's heading that way in the morning, so we'll be looking to see if they fly him all the way to South Korea, or if they just meet him halfway here in LA.
They'll meet him in Nebraska.
Yeah,
a quiet location, nobody can see anything.
Right. He said avoid Las Vegas.
Yeah, avoid it. We can start off with that. Out of nowhere, this is news, which is it's obviously news, but
yeah,
I didn't have that in the deck of cards of today's news.
No,
at all.
Well, even really yesterday's too.
Yeah,
because I think yesterday it had came out that happened, and this morning it was that he fired him.
Yeah. Let me pull it up here. This is funny. So, dude, massive theft. It was up into how much money was it? 4.5 million in wire transfers have been sent from Otani's bank account to a bookmaking operation. My God.
I guess he must have been playing at the same table as Michael Jordan, I guess, but
yeah. Were they playing dice or what? I mean, God dog.
What's that stupid game called? Borachat or whatever. It's whatever the game is that I don't know how to play it. Basically, there's always a bunch of Asian people sitting at that table playing that game.
Oh, okay.
I say it starts with a B. I don't know what it's called, but I don't understand the rules. I just see a bunch of stack of chips and people drawing lines, and I don't know.
So how you say it? Mizuhara, right? Is that how you say his name?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so he had been paid $300,000 to $500,000 annually. He was fired by the Dodgers, obviously, on Wednesday. He says his bets were placed on international soccer, the NBA, the NFL, and college football. He says, I never bet on baseball. That's 100% under the rule. We have a meeting about that in spring training. Yeah, you have a meeting about it, but come on, man.
That's just like the Lions players,
Yeah,
Hey, don't bet on football in the facility. Bet.
we'll go in our car.
Yeah.
Place
On
bets.
property. On property.
So, man, for Otani signing to the Dodgers, and then this happens. Um, Obviously, a distraction. It's going to be talked about all year long, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, is it a third party gambler and that was just the fall guy?
Right.
That's the speculation that, his interpreter was his fall guy. So,
Because he's getting paid well as an interpreter.
well, yeah. For an interpreter, I
Shit, I'll
mean,
take that in a heartbeat. I ain't gambling. I'm doing
you're
well.
right. I mean, when you think about it too, it's like he's actually kind of needed. It's not like Manny Ramirez's interpreter. So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Manny spoke perfectly good English, and just when he decided, nah, I don't feel like speaking English today. I'm just going to talk in Spanish.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is, like I said, going to be news. We were making fun of, like Pete Rose, like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm sure Pete Rose done broke every goddamn thing in his house. Going, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Yeah. Let it go. Let's let this
Put
go.
put the man in the Hall of Fame.
Just do it. It's like give Reggie Bush his Heisman back. Same
Yeah.
thing. Come on.
Let Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame too.
Give OJ his
Steroid.
Bronco back. We need to
Oh man.
make things right. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, this was reported last night, and he
If
got
you
fired.
could put Hulk Hogan back in the Hall of Fame, God damn it.
Pete Rose
Give
needs to
Reggie
go.
Bush's Heisman back and
Yeah.
let Pete Rose in.
But yeah, like you said, I'm pretty sure he is the fall guy because, like I said, he's getting paid very well
Yeah.
for doing his job, and to be placing these bets, like, come on, man,
It's just stupidity
all around.
all around. I mean, maybe that was just a distraction to distract everybody from how what's his name, the pitcher, the new Japanese pitcher for the Dodgers. Was it Utami?
Oh, this horrible opening day numbers,
Yeah, yeah. 1 inning, 5 runs.
horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of similar to like Darvish's first start. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I think so.
He had, what was it like? He only pitched like 3 to 4 innings,
Yeah,
but he threw for he threw like almost 100 pitches in that whole time and gave up like, I don't know, like 3 to 5 runs in that time frame. But
it's that they overreaction. Like, oh,
yeah,
first game, like, oh, here we go.
right.
Ends up being an elite pitcher.
Yeah. I mean, could be worse. It was also on at 3 a.m, so it's not like everybody saw it.
Right. But hey, opening days coming up, and then we have this happening. Like, damn, major leagues, like, they're trying to take a page out of the NFL's book. Let's create controversy before the season starts.
Right. Somebody, what is it? What's the commissioner's name?
Mansfield, right?
Mansfield, right?
Yeah.
He must have read Eric Bischoff's book. For those of you that don't know, Eric Bischoff wrote a book called "Controversy Creates Cash." So, and it's WrestleMania season, so he's like, you know what? Fuck it, we're getting headlines somewhere.
Throwing everything. They got WrestleMania in a football field, and they're going to come to the Philly Stadium next year. God damn it, we're going to make it right.
We're going to do something right.
So, do you think this is something that's going to kind of go quiet and pop back up in the middle of the season?
I think if he struggles, absolutely.
Yeah.
If Shohei struggles at all, I think or if he gets hurt, I guarantee that's going to be, oh, well, you pay him all this money and look, he's over here gambling and ain't even worth the damn paper that his contract's printed on, which, is a little unfair to him.
Yeah.
But, the man's already playing hurt as it is. He had Tommy John surgery, but he's out there hitting, so.
The Dodgers like, every time we try to get something nice, something happens.
Something happens, Kershaw can't close the game. We blow a lead. Magic Johnson has AIDS, so can't win.
Can't win at all. Well, that's well, we'll have more MLB talk when the season starts, and hopefully, we'll have nothing else crazy happen before the opening day.
Yeah, right.
But the madness is here. March Madness starts.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, brother. I don't care about those first four in. It sounds like like you're left out of the club, right? And they're like, all right, capacity. All right, let's let you in real quick.
It's like that scene from the movie The Dark Knight where Joker just breaks the pool cue and says, "All right, we're having tryouts. We only got one spot."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Oh, that's stupid. And then they're talking about expanding the tournament, which will be stupid. Like if they expand the NCAA tournament, that will be the worst move that they've done in college athletics.
Well, that, and then you think about it, the NIT has already suffered as it is.
Yeah.
I remember the NIT used to be a big deal, for those teams that didn't make the tournament. And now you don't even see the damn thing on TV.
No, it was, like you said, it was a big deal. You remember they had the other one too? There was a third one.
Wasn't that a short-lived third one?
Yeah, it was stupid. Like, why are you giving these 10 and 21 team any kind of chance to win something?
Yeah, it's like you should just save that for your D2 and D3 schools. I mean,
that to me diluted the NIT.
Oh yeah,
big time. But like I said, NIT was at Madison Square Garden. The finals, it was on ESPN. Like, it was a big freaking deal.
It was a huge deal. That was the next best compilation to being in the tournament, and it softened the blow a little bit of, hey, we didn't quite make the tournament, but hey, guess what? We won the NIT, and it gave your team some momentum.
Yeah,
and a little bit of national exposure as well. But fuck that up.
Yeah, now teams don't even want to play in the NIT.
No. I mean, this is the same effect of teams players not wanting to play in bowl games.
Yeah. And this is their reason to try to expand the NCAA tournament. Like, stop. Don't do it.
If that's the case, you're getting rid of the NIT. You're getting rid of any other postseason tournament that you have. The McDonald's All-American game, all that other stuff. You just basically just get rid of that.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to, if you do this, you're gonna have to stop with the whole whatever they have, Bahama Slam, whatever. I'm just naming random tournaments they do in the beginning of the year. You're gonna have to take one of them out.
Yeah,
because you can't have these guys playing all year like that. And when the season starts around almost time for finals.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at that. So they don't look at that, but 96 teams was like the first thing I heard.
That's ridiculous. You're adding a whole nother, what is that? Another 16 teams? No,
because it's
64.
Right? Or 64.
64.
64 still.
So what is that? 30, 32?
Yeah, it's a lot.
A whole nother 32 teams. I mean, that's pretty much the entire field of the NIT right there.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. It's saying, all right, y'all don't want to go to the NIT final. Let's go ahead and expand the tournament, pacify these other teams.
But I mean, that too just extends the tournament another 3 weeks?
Yeah,
3 weeks to a month.
It's too much.
It really is.
Unless they do buys, which they're going to have to do. So how would you do that? You can't give conference champions buys because the records are not going to
reflect it.
Yeah, at all.
I don't see. It's also kind of like how college football is now trying to expand beyond the 16.
We're like, hey, stop, guys, no more. We just wanted 12.
Yeah, it's like, they're like, well, what about 14? It's like, hey, pump the brakes there.
Do 16. Like, shut up. No one at the college football playoff, everyone was on board with expanding it.
Mm-hmm.
No one has said, I haven't heard anyone get online or anything talk about expand the NCAA basketball tournament.
No.
Like, no one's perfect.
No. Yeah, that's in basketball, you can play multiple games in a week.
Yeah.
Football, not the case.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, it's just, it's just mind-boggling why. I mean, I get it. I get why there's probably more of a demand for the sport itself, and of course, the bottom line, all about the money.
Yeah, that's it. Um, what about the women? Are they going to do the same thing? They're going to have to. You got to be inclusive.
Title IX,
You gotta be equal to it.
or didn't they abolish Title IX?
They probably did. They put in different words, but even
I
then,
mean,
man, it's a lot.
yeah, there's one thing I hate. I like watching basketball, but when it's bad basketball, yeah,
It's bad.
it's like I can watch bad football and deal with it. I can't watch bad basketball.
Or
Like
bad officiating.
that too. That too.
The Iowa LSU game from last season, the championship game,
Mm-hmm.
officiating was horrible. Horrible. That was my only complaint on the game was that officiating. It's like they wanted to be the stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's trash.
Well, it's also too. They're probably like, you know what? We just want to get this over with. We're trying to get out of here. We didn't want to get picked for this game, but our crew got picked. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're just trying to get paid and get out of here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the whole, and I hope talks die down. I hope they don't expand, and they are. They're going to expand just because of the super conferences that are evolving.
The money. The money is going to demand that they
Yeah.
do it, and they're just going to follow the money.
Yeah.
So
you don't blame them. You can't blame them.
yeah,
I mean, if pockets got fatter, then all right, cool.
I think that's also I want to say that's probably going to be their way to try to combat kids not playing in their bowl games to recoup some of the NIL money, something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing too. Like that's what they should invest in. We'll get back to March Madness in a second, but that's what they should invest in with the NIL. I think you mentioned it before. Is give them a bonus for playing in the bowl games, in the playoff games. Obviously, they play in the playoff games. Most of them do, but bowl games, like, hey, you're gonna earn you $500,000 or whatever the case may be. Just throwing a number out there to play in this game.
Or you tie it into, hey, you have to, in order to hit X amount, just do it like an NFL incentive contract.
Yeah.
If you play X amount of snaps, games, whatever, you get this much.
Yeah, 1,000 yards receiving, you get this much.
Right.
Yeah, but they should. I mean, I think it'll make it better than what it is. And you think about players who might not rarely put up those numbers, give them something to go for.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a lot. We can have a whole episode on NIL and how we should be part of that committee.
Oh yeah, easily.
Oh yeah, just put our logo on everything so we can make money.
In your house sports bowl.
Yeah. It'll be played in wherever Bobby Boucher's stadium was at. What was it? The Southeast East Louisiana Mud
Dogs. What is it? Was it South Central Louisiana? Remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl? Do ya?
Oh man. Well, yeah, March Madness is here. Today was the first day of the tournament, the real tournament, not the playing games. So we have our In Your House Sports Pick'em Championship belt is on the line. And so we were talking about before we came on air, like we should have, create our own group to keep up with it. But hey, it is what it is.
We live and learn.
Challenging, That's what we do. So at the conclusion of the tournament, we'll figure out like who got the most picks right.
Right. I mean, we know nobody's going perfect in the first round, so.
No, I still can't believe there's perfect brackets out there, though. That always seems to amaze me.
It's like 0.1.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And was it last year? It was like 0.1 all the way up to like almost the Elite 8. It was something crazy.
I think so. Yeah, it was something wild.
Like how?
It's been several years since somebody won or got a perfect bracket.
Yeah.
It's been what, like 7, 8 years?
And it happens more than we think.
Yeah.
It's not like this anonymously. Like, it happens a lot, but it's been a while. So for all three of us, no Fat Sam. Oh, Fat Sam had BYU.
We all had BYU.
We all had BYU, right? Yeah. So thank you, Mormons, for having us lose like within the first 2 hours of the day.
You bastards.
BYU loses 71 to 6-2. Who? Duquesne? How you say Duquesne?
Duquesne, I think.
Duquesne?
Duquan or Duquanzi or something like that. Duquesne, I think, is how you say it.
The S is silent. Stupid.
That is a total BYU thing. I mean, look at football. Look what they did this year.
Yeah.
You know, they damn near beat Texas, and then how they struggle against the teams they should destroy and dominate.
Yeah, so they busted a lot of people's brackets.
Oh yeah, that was the big damage for the day. So
that one, you had Illinois defeat Morehead State,
which Morehead State stuck around and made Illinois work for that win, which is a little surprising and a little concerning.
You have a pretty good one right now going on live as we record is Washington State and Drake, not Drake, Arbery Graham, but Drake College.
Not a.
Yeah, not Hangman. Well, yeah, you got Drake winning right now, 36-33. You got Iowa State defeated South Dakota State. And you had North Carolina defeat Wagner. Michigan State defeat Mississippi State. And then who else we had here? You had Dayton defeat Nevada. Dayton was one of the ones I was going back and forth with. I ended up picking Dayton.
Lucky bastard. I picked Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada. Yeah, I picked
my first two that I filled out, I had Dayton. And then I thought about it, and this one and one, actually two other ones I did. I picked Nevada.
Then you had Arizona defeat Long Beach State. And then we have right now live is North Carolina State and Texas Tech playing a tight game. I got Tech to win this game, but they're losing by 4 right now.
Likewise, I got Tech winning this one as well.
Then you had Oakland defeat Kentucky 80-76.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't have Tech in this one. Never mind. I'm tripping.
You got NC
I picked them in every other bracket but this one.
Well, yeah, so Oakland defeats Kentucky. You know, what? Every other year this happens to Kentucky?
It's a John Calipari special. He's won, what, one national championship? His tenure's been, he's been there since what, 2000?
Man, 10, 9? Or
I would think it was before that. I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, it is before that. I'm tripping. It's like 5,
6, right? 5 or 6?
Yeah. With
Derrick Rose and, no, not Derrick Rose. John Wall, right?
Yeah. Let me pull it up and see how long he's been there.
Because it was, didn't they beat Memphis, right?
He's been there since 2009.
Oh, shit. But they beat Memphis to win his only national championship, right? With Derrick Rose. And...
Yes. Yeah.
That was his first year, right?
Let's see. I think it was. Seems like it was. Let's see.
All I know is I want to punch him in the face right now.
Dude, I don't like that guy.
No.
Do not like him at all. And, you know, before that, I was a big fan of his when they were with UMass. When he was with UMass, I was. When they went to the Final Four with Marcus Camby. Yeah.
That's a name that I've been heard in a long time.
So you're talking about him being at Memphis?
No. When Kentucky won their national championship, when they played against Memphis. Or was it the other way around?
So let's see. Nah, because he was with Memphis from 2000 to 2009. They were the runner-up.
That's what led him to getting the Kentucky job.
Yes, they were the runner-up. And they lost to Kansas. That's right. They lost to Kansas that year. Why did I? Yeah, because he went to the NBA after UMass. That's right. He went to the Nets. Then he went to Memphis. And he won the national championship against Kansas.
Hmm. You know, it's crazy to think was that was one of Bill Self's like first few years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right after he took over for, was it Billy Donovan that he took over for, or was
Roy,
that Roy Williams?
yeah, Roy Williams. Man. Yeah, if you're a Kentucky fan, I'm not happy with this at all.
I think I think they are right now they are the college basketball equivalent of like, Manny, I hate to pick on you, but they're like the Cowboys.
They are.
There's all this hype.
Yeah.
And when they go into the tournament, and it's always a team that they have zero business losing to.
Oakland.
Yeah. That's what, not last year, but the year before, they got knocked out by the 15th seed in the first round.
Yeah, like St. Peter's, right?
Yeah, that was yeah, that's what it was. They went to the Sweet 16 that year.
Yeah, they went pretty far. As Mia Khalifa would say, they went pretty deep.
Oh, Jesus.
But anyway,
it's after dark, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I would not be happy if I was a Kentucky fan because, well, every year they do it anyway. They hype them up, and they ain't got no business hyping them up. They obviously hype up Kansas.
Yeah.
You can have a reason to hype up Kansas every year. But it's always Kentucky. Like, why are you hyping Kentucky up? There's no belief in Kentucky.
And every year I fall for it. Every year when I fill out a bracket, I always think, okay, they're going to make a run. They're going to get deep. I don't know if they're going to win it. Yeah, that's what she said. I'm going to get deep. But I don't know. It's just,
yeah,
it's painful.
He's 65. Obviously, he's not going anywhere on his own accord. He ain't leaving.
No.
I want to even know how much his buyout would be. But, man, at some point, you're like, dude, the contract's coming up. I ain't extending your ass.
Yeah. Do you think they're just giving him the Coach K treatment right now?
I think so. But he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, he hasn't won anything. I mean, at least with Coach K, you know, he at least had the championships to back it up. Mm-hmm. Multiple championships to back that up, to justify him staying. Gold medals.
Yeah.
You know.
And he was there his whole career. Calipari just came in on the job.
Yeah. And it's not like he has, like, you know, regular season victory, you know, record victories or anything like that. You know, it's not like Roy Williams, who has bought his time out.
Yeah.
Or even Bill Self, you know, who has more than one national championship.
Yeah, as much as I don't care for the guy, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at what he does. And, you know, I mean, you look at who else is right, like Jim Boeheim, right, when he was in Syracuse.
Yeah. What's the guys from UConn? What's his name?
Bill Calhoun?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, same thing. Lute Olson back in the day when he was at Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And who was old dude, man, from Temple? Was it Don Chaney? Was that his name? What was his name? John Chaney?
Wasn't Don, no, I kept wanting to say Don Cherry. No, that wasn't it.
Chaney, right? Was his last name Chaney?
I think so. I think it was Chaney.
And you got John Thompson back in the day at Georgetown. I mean, you got these guys who, if they didn't win a national championship, they still, but nowadays it's different now. Calipari, you're expected to win.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Baylor territory now, some fans are to that point where it's like it has to be a national championship every year. Like, no, it don't.
No.
Yeah, they consider Baylor like a blue blood now, but they're not
Mhm.
like a traditional classic blue blood like Kentucky, Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, where
Yeah,
you have to be championship every freaking year.
right. They have the pedigree, the multiple championships.
Yeah,
Baylor has the one.
yeah, yeah. They're in it every year, but you look at they're like that second tier of teams.
Yeah, I mean, I could see if it was the women. The women absolutely
Yeah,
expect it to be championship or bust. Because what was it? Mulkey had what was it like a 3 to 4 year run where she didn't win another one because every year they faced what's his name, Gino.
oh yeah,
What's
REM
that? Yeah,
or Stanford.
yeah. She just ran into that stream of bad luck where she had to play them either Final Four
Yep.
or in the finals, and she couldn't get over the hump, and then she finally did. Then she won what, another three.
Hmm.
So I mean, at that point, it became expected for the Baylor women to constantly always win the national championship. Men, not so much. What was it, 2020,
Yeah, 2021.
when they broke through and finally won?
And
You know,
that year they canceled the tournament. They were going to. I know they were going to win that year.
yeah.
And they could have went back to back. That would have been a different story with
I
that team they
mean,
had.
yeah, and I think everybody. I mean, you got to think of it too. Before in 2019, everybody's ready to fire Scott. They wanted him gone.
Yeah.
2019, it was like, all right, they need to fire him now because what was he? They got knocked out. What was it? Before the Sweet 16,
It was second round, I think.
the round of 32, they got knocked out.
Yeah.
It was a blowout.
It was something dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even last year, man, the beginning of the year, there were people ready to fire. I'm like, what? It's like, we're 4-2. Okay.
It's like we played 6 games. This isn't Doc Rivers. This isn't Milwaukee. We don't do that.
And so, think about that and like, all right, well, if he wins another one in the next 2 years, so what are you going to say now? Like, oh, we got to win it every year. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
No, it's like I guarantee you, Kansas fans don't feel that way.
And think about teams like Virginia, right? Like,
Yeah.
they fell off.
Right.
I mean, there's no sustainability there. Like, the sustainability is fine.
Look at VCU.
Yes.
Look at VCU. They had that, what was it, like a 2-3 year run
Mm-hmm.
that led Shaka Smart to getting the Texas job, and look where the fuck he's at now.
Yeah. he thrives in those mid majors, man.
Yeah. I mean, the guy did what he had to do, motivated that team. Look, Wichita State.
Yeah.
That was another team that, for whatever reason, just when it came tournament time, they were hot and they would always traditionally make the Sweet 16
Mm-hmm.
and be very like this close to getting the Elite Eight.
Butler
With
Gonzaga for years, and then they finally became like a blue blood, I guess.
They were considered the blue blood with Adam. Was it Adam Walsh or Welsh?
Morrison.
That's what it was.
Yeah. They became
Adam
the villain.
Walsh. Yeah, Adam Walsh. What am I thinking? America's Most Wanted over here. Yeah, they were the villain, and nobody wanted to see them. And then they fell off for a while.
Yeah.
And then stupid Drew Timme.
Dude was there 20 years.
Yeah, dude got a doctorate, I guess. him and Jason White.
Yeah. Speaking of their asses, they defeated McNeese today. Kansas is currently beating Samford right now, 55-40. And then we talked about South Carolina. Well, I said I picked. You picked Oregon. South Carolina loses to Oregon. And Creighton's another team, man, that just
popped out of nowhere.
Always there.
It was the last 2 years they've made at least a Sweet 16 run.
Yeah, because they knocked Baylor out last year.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. And you got Texas beat Colorado State, and then Tennessee just beat St. Peter's, who we were talking about just now, who beat Kentucky 2 years ago.
Tech, it's still a 3-point game. The 1-point game now with Washington State and Drake.
Man, who'd you pick on that one?
I picked Drake.
Same.
So, what would you say of your bracket? Would you say was your biggest upset that you picked?
That I picked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there really wasn't any one. I guess the one toss up though was the Dayton Nevada game.
Yeah.
Which I picked Dayton. But other than that, I think everything was pretty much in line. I would have picked the Kents. I would have been saying the
Yeah. I think, and I don't think based off the statistics, because I think they're kind of favored, at least by, at least the simple majority. But based off of ranking, I picked Grand Canyon University to beat.
Oh, you mean the whole tournament?
The whole tournament.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, my bad. I thought you were talking
yeah,
about tonight, today.
No.
Oh, let me see. You got Grand Canyon.
I got Grand Canyon over St. Mary's.
Okay, let me see. Let me look real quick.
Actually, even though it's only one game that I have them winning, but still, I think
Right.
of the first round, that's my big upset.
It's going to sound dumb, but if I feel like my gut is where I should have went with, so for some reason, I don't know why, I didn't pick them to win though. But I had Clemson beating New Mexico. I feel like New Mexico is going to be a disruptor this tournament.
I can see that.
So I do the opposite. The team that I should have picked as an upset, I didn't, and I think they're going to be disruptor. And fucking shit, they got to play Baylor second round if that is the case.
New Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody in New Mexico. I was like,
See, good.
But I didn't really pick any upsets really in the first round.
I picked a couple, but most of mine were the 5 and 12s.
Yeah, those are always tough.
Yeah, those are always. Well, even the 8 and 9s, it's hard to pick those.
Mm-hmm.
But like I picked, so I just forgot what the other 5 and 12 matchup that I picked, the 12 seed, and I actually picked them going a little bit further past the first round. I actually got them upsetting Duke is James Madison. So they're kind of my dark horse going into Sweet 16 territory.
Yeah, we'll see how Duke does. First year without Coach K. The tournament.
Yeah,
but they're kind of the same way too here lately. Kicked out.
Yeah, they're just. Yeah, I mean, when you're on top so long.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, what was it, in the 90s, everybody was praying for Duke's downfall, and it just would not come.
Yeah.
The 90s, early 2000s, it just didn't happen.
You have those teams, about like UNLV, Arkansas, UCLA.
Yeah.
And then you'll have UMass, who we talked about. Georgetown, Valparaiso. Like these random teams will come up. When I first started watching college basketball, it was a year Arizona played Duke in the national championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, man, I was locked in after that. But I just remember those names over and over.
It was, yeah, I remember all them always being on what was it, the NCAA basketball on
CBS.
No, the video game.
Oh, yeah.
One shining moment. I'd put myself at number 1, beat everybody, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll put myself at number 16, and I'm gonna go beat everybody.
Was it on Sega?
I was on Sega. It was also, they moved it on the PlayStation as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. You talk about college football bringing back the game. What about college basketball? That game was pretty good too.
That was a fun game.
Yeah.
I like any college game where you can create your own school.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. That's just fun.
Bishop Sycamore time's coming. It's coming.
I guarantee you somebody's going to do that day one that it's out.
Oh yeah. Coach and everything.
Yeah. That's gonna be the coach's team picture.
Yeah, so day one of the NCAA tournament in the books. Got day 2 tomorrow. We'll see how our bracket does. And the group that I'm in right now, let's see, I am currently in tied for second place with like 10 other people.
Ooh, NC State just now up 10.
Oh, that hurts.
And they're
Stupid Tech. I shouldn't have picked Tech.
Yeah, I honestly expected them to make it further in the Big 12 tournament than what they did.
Yeah. I just think what the Big 12 championship, well, the Big 12 conference, excuse me, is going to be like next season.
Oh, it's going to be wild.
God, dog.
That's
You got Arizona, who obviously is in the tournament, Colorado, who's in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my gosh.
I mean, nuts. Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Who's been a traditional powerhouse in college basketball.
Yeah. So it's going to be crazy.
It will be.
Your women's bracket, how's that? No, dude, I just don't do it just because I don't have no. The only interest I have in it, obviously, Baylor. But other than that, I mean, not watching.
For the longest time, what was it when Connecticut went on there? What was it, like a 4-year stretch where they just won every year?
Beat the tar out of everybody they played.
Yeah, it was like all you had to do was pick Connecticut to win.
Yeah, or Tennessee every now and then.
Yeah. I don't know. Pat Summitt could not beat what's his name, Gino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know, but back in the day, I would watch Connecticut and Tennessee play.
Them girls were physical.
Yeah. You had a Shamika Holtzclaw for Tennessee. You had Dinah Taurasi.
Yeah, that's what it was. Taurasi.
Sue Bird. Man, was it Maya Moore, I believe?
Yeah.
She was good.
Candace Parker came at the very tail end of that, didn't she?
Yeah, Candace Parker. Tamika Catchings. I mean, there was a lot of great talent.
Very good talent. This is back when, well, I was going to say this is back when you could make the excuse to watch a WNBA game.
Yeah. WNBA was solid for like the first 2 seasons.
It was the Comets going back to back, right?
Yes. Back to back, right?
Yeah, they did win they won the first 3. They beat, was it the Sparks they beat the first 2 years?
And then the Liberty.
Yeah. Taurasi was on the Liberty, right?
Was she back then? Rebecca Lobo.
Lobo, that's who it was.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops.
Oh, dude.
She was good. Like,
she was a beast.
I remember her at Texas Tech, and then when she went to Houston, and you had Cynthia Cooper, beast. I know the Sparks had Lisa Leslie,
golly.
Comets had Tina Thompson. That was another one that she was good in the paint.
Yeah.
No, those first 2-3 years, man, WNBA was good. It was solid.
Yeah, it was solid. Them girls played hard.
Yeah.
And this is going to sound sexist and misogynistic as all hell, but they were actually attractive.
I mean, they dedicated time to the sport. Like, they legit, dedicated their time. They loved it. It was more of a, obviously money, but it was more of a passion thing. Like, they had better all around skills. Yeah.
They weren't trying to emulate a men's game where they were trying to set up your shot. It was, no, you get to the hole, you score.
Yeah.
If there's somebody open, you kick it out. Maybe they shoot a 3.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
And like, same thing with women's college basketball. I watch it a lot. And then obviously when Baylor started their rise, I was like, oh hell yeah. And so now I only watch like the championship game. That's the only thing I really watch. But like with these first two rounds, man, the talent difference from like an LSU versus a Drexel or whoever, it's not good basketball because it's so dominating, man. It's like
it's night and day.
Yeah, it's so one sided.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I'll be watching like the Final Four for sure. But other than that, not really. And I don't do a bracket because to me it's like predictable until you get to the Final Four or Elite Eight.
You don't really have as many upsets.
No.
In the women's bracket as you do the men's. And if that's just because of the parity of where the talent can go now.
Yeah. I think it's what makes it exciting about the men's. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? Stephen F. Austin that 1 year?
Yeah. Was it last year?
It was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago.
They beat Texas last year, one year, or was it that year you're talking about?
Was it? Did they beat Texas that year?
I thought they beat them last year.
Did they beat them in the regular season?
In the tournament.
In the tournament? I don't remember.
If it wasn't last year, it was the year you're talking about when they made their little run.
They went into this. They were trying to play for the Elite Eight because they made the Sweet 16.
Yeah. And then Tarleton beat somebody too 1 year, didn't they?
Who did?
Was it Tarleton? Beat somebody, I thought.
Yeah. They won the first round.
Yeah, they upset somebody, and then that was it.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Was it not last year, but 2020? Was it 2022 when Northern Iowa beat Kansas?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. That was the 6-1, the 16 beating the 1.
Yeah. And Virginia was the first team to defend their title and lost the first round. They never recovered after that.
No.
They never recovered after that.
That's how you destroy a program right there.
Yeah, big time. Big time. But yeah, we got that going on. We got some quick NFL news. So we talked about, Jameis Winston officially signed with the Browns, which we knew already.
Yeah.
But after the show last week, the trade.
Interesting trades.
Yeah, Justin Fields gets traded from Chicago to Pittsburgh.
And then replacement. And then Kenny Pickett gets shipped out of town to Philadelphia. So, you see all the stories about, Chicago's getting their offense ready for one man, possibly. Caleb Williams. I mean, and they made another big trade too. We forgot about Keenan Allen getting traded to Chicago.
Yeah.
For almost next to nothing.
Harbaugh's over there just blowing it all up in La La Land.
Harbaugh's like, fuck it. I'm drafting every Michigan player.
I know, right? We're gonna win 6 games this year, and I don't give a shit what you say.
Watch. He's gonna trade Justin Herbert so he can draft JJ McCarthy.
At this point, yeah.
Draft day, I would not be shocked if Justin Herbert ends up being traded.
Yeah. Why not? Somebody will take him.
Trade him to the Raiders.
So Justin Fields, the quarterback rooms with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm. They've already designated he's not competing for the starting job. It's Russ's.
Yeah. Which, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around Chicago. Like, I don't know, man. I know we're like Caleb Williams haters here. It's true. That's who we are. I just don't see it.
They're giving him. They're giving him every excuse to be good. They're building around him. They're trying to surround him with offensive talent. Which, again, if you're Justin Fields, you're going, where the fuck was this at?
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
It's fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, well, maybe if you would have done this, I wouldn't have had to run all that. I wouldn't be running for 700-800 yards a season.
And he played his ass off, man. He played his heart out.
Yeah.
Had some games where you're like, damn, okay. And he had nothing to work with.
Yeah. And then there was games where
I hope he goes to Pittsburgh and succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't like it.
No. I mean, they're doing all they can to build the franchise around him, which is commendable in the sense that they're all in on this guy, but we've seen how all in goes.
Yeah. Like I say, hey, if he's great, cool. We're wrong. Yeah. But
right. I don't see it.
No. And then you had talk about Kenny Pickett. Then you had Tyron Smith, longtime Cowboy, signs with the Jets.
Mike Williams gets cut.
Yeah.
Signs with the Jets.
Oh, here we go. They're all in. This is it for what's Robert Saleh, I guess.
Yes, so, man.
With Tyron Smith, man, you're getting a good 4 or 5 games out of him, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're probably getting the same with Mike Williams, too.
Yeah. Just go there. We're all right. Help us out for a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like there's somebody else. Well, Leighton Vander Esch announced his retirement, which
after he was cut, yeah.
Yeah, which he had to. He had to. Dallas is still stupid.
Who else was that they cut besides Vander Esch? Was it Tyron Smith?
Yes. Well, Smith was a free agent. They just didn't try to re-sign him.
But it was Vander Esch and they cut somebody else. Who was it? Gallup.
Yeah, Gallup. Yeah, Gallup was never the same after his injury.
No.
And I don't know, man. This is ridiculous.
The Vikings traded Houston for Houston's 23rd pick.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Is that it? I think that was it, right?
I think that's the big ones that. I think that was the big ones after we got off the air. I mean, there's been smaller signings. I say smaller, but not as big names.
Yeah. You got draft day next month. So it might potentially cool off for a little bit, and then draft day comes, and you say you might have a big old trade like a Justin Herbert, right? Yeah. Or whoever else might get traded. So something's going to happen draft day.
It's gonna be insane. Like, I could legitimately see the Chargers trading Herbert. Yeah, trading Herbert. Like I said, the two places that make the most sense that they would trade would be the Raiders or they trade him to another. They trade him to
New England.
They could trade him to New England, or I was going to say, or they trade him to the Rams, and he sits behind Matthew Stafford for a year.
He goes nowhere. He just stays in the thing. You want bad news, good news? Bad news. You're going to trade. Oh, good news. Staying in LA.
Yeah. You don't have to sell your house. You can keep your locker here.
Yeah. Harbaugh's. He's like, we're gonna do this from the ground up.
Yeah. I don't know. Poor Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got to be the number one man now.
Yeah.
Has a talent, but not the number one talent right now.
No, not right now. I mean, it's not like him and Duggan running the show at TCU.
Yeah, it's different beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So that's NFL news for right now. And like I said, something will come up. We'll be talking about it.
It'll probably happen after we get off.
Yeah, tomorrow. Something
first thing in the morning. Yeah.
But Jameis misses me out. I love watching the content. You see the picture of him with the center. It's like this man's loving it.
That's that guy's something else.
Give this man a Hall of Fame.
Jameis Winston is the R-Truth of the NFL.
He is. He is. Love to see it. Love to see it. Speaking of R-Truth and WrestleMania coming up, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, it is 2 weeks. So, you see Matt Hardy at Raw?
I did see Matt Hardy at Raw.
I hope
he's
not.
begging for a job.
I hope not.
Please don't put him in a ladder match.
No, no, don't do that. I don't want another Hardy Boys surprise ladder match. Don't do this shit again.
No. I don't think Triple H would do that. Vince might go, God damn it, pal, go out there and bust your head.
Now, if you're gonna bring him in as an agent or a coach at the PC, hey, hell yeah, do it. That'd be great.
Right.
But I saw that, and I guess him and Rebby are fine.
Yeah, that blew over pretty quick.
Yeah, like was it even a thing, or was it just being stupid?
I don't know if they were just trolling everybody and they just went along with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. They've always been kind of messy to begin with, so.
So we talk about the layers of this story. We'll have to do a show right before WrestleMania to give our predictions. But the layers of this story continues with the bloodline. Paul Heyman, Cody Rhodes, like, dude, there's so much like little things going on that what's going to happen,
right? And then you got Seth Rollins is kind of spread a little thin here.
Yeah,
he's got his eyes on the bloodline, but he's also got his eyes on Drew McIntyre, so he's kind of cross-eyed.
Drew's just a menace right now.
Drew is on fire, dude.
I really hope Drew wins. I really do hope he does.
You know, I hope Punk ends up having to be the referee. I think that'll add a whole other element to that match because he has to count for somebody that he does not like.
Yeah. So I think he will be, honestly. He's going to have to be. How many times they mention that? Well, McIntyre mentions him the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely has to be the referee. He has to be involved somehow.
He
said he's going to be there for some reason. He's going to be there no matter what.
Me and my one of my coworkers, we were saying, what if he's the host for WrestleMania Night 1? Punk is. And then turns around and makes himself special guest referee for that match, Night 2.
They give him like a stipulation, like you can make one move. Like, okay, I'll make the move. I'll be the referee.
Yeah.
No, that'd be badass.
That would be.
I just hope the main event's not overbooked.
Yeah. Can't have 15 run-ins.
No. But we'll save it for later. I'm like, who's going to take the pin? We'll save that for our predictions.
Yeah, we'll save that. That's a big story right there.
Yeah, but there's so much to this. Jade Cargill. Do you think she's going to here? I don't know.
So here's what I would say to do. So you have Damage Control probably going to defend their titles one of the two nights. So what I would say, you either do Naomi, since she's the one that's kind of stepped up to help Bayley. You have Naomi pick a partner. It's Jade. There's a natural feud there after they lose the titles, break up, send Jade on her own. You've got naturally somebody she can work with, and they can bump around, make her look good. So I think that's the move. And then the only other problem is, what do you do with Bianca?
My thing with Bianca, I was thinking like she could kind of be like Seth Rollins was, right? When Cody made his debut.
Yeah.
I need a match. Like, I need a match. Go out there, call out somebody, and it's Jade.
That'd be dope.
And you have your match right there.
That'd be big. That'd be a big match. Like, you have to announce that ahead of time. I don't think that can be like Cody Rhodes is a secret.
Right.
That has to have some type of build to it, because that's just way too big of a money match to throw away.
It just sucks that she'll miss Mania this year, though. You know, like I get it; they're getting her ready and everything. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But with her making that pop, she got the Rumble.
Yeah.
So you got to capitalize somehow there.
Got to do something. I mean, but there's gonna be a lot of girls that are missing Mania that probably deserve to be on the show. Whether it's Liv, everybody's favorite Natalia.
Oh god. Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox, Maxine.
Oh. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll do a prediction show and give our predictions on both nights, night 1 and night 2. I don't know. I just don't hope they don't overbook the main event.
I don't know. I can't see Hunter doing it. I can't see Triple H doing it 2 years in a row.
No.
I mean, and even then, I don't put last year 100% on him. I still think that there was still a tad bit of involvement from Vince.
Even though, was there. So
yeah, even though Triple H did have the final say in all that, I still think Vince had his imprint on it just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And even Heyman, I'm sure. Well, sir.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so we'll day 2 tomorrow of the NCAA tournament. We'll see how our brackets go, and we'll be here next week to, I guess, update where we're at.
Update, whine and cry, and bitch and complain, and say if we got to punch John Calipari in the face or not.
Something. But yeah, that's our YouTube channel.
Pull a Chris Beard.
Right. The YouTube channel right there. In Your House Sports. Go like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Our latest episode that was recorded at Rogue Media. Goddamn, what the fuck is up? So go check that out, and our little videos that we've done. Our live videos are up there as well, correct?
Yeah, our live videos go straight there. We don't have the fancy intro on that, so I'm going to work on that, figure out how to do that crap. So when we do this, I at least have some type of intro. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah, it's all good. But you want to advertise with us, inyourhousesports@gmail.com. Inyourhousesports@gmail.com. You want to us shout out you guys, sponsor us, advertise, do all the good stuff.
Follow us on all their social medias.
Yeah.
X, Instagram, TikTok.
And then Facebook.
Our money maker.
Yeah. Well, for Manny D.
Your boy Vassos.
Peace out.